Hey guys, welcome back to another episode of ED Outdoors. Hey, lately I've been getting a lot of hits on my crossbow video. I did a crossbow review, crossbow assembly for the Barnett Jackal. So we're going to do a small mini series on the crossbow because quite frankly we have 3 weeks until the archery season starts. Coming up on ED Outdoors. In this episode, we're going to cover how to make ballistic gel block to test the different broadheads and test which one will be the best for me for hunting. Let's go ahead. Alright guys, go ahead and get started making the ballistic gel block. Alright, I couldn't decide on which broadhead I wanted to use for the upcoming archery season, and it starts in just over 3 weeks. So I figured the best way to do is to go head to head and compare the three. There's a lot of stuff I like about certain ones and a lot of pros and cons, so I just figured we'd just kind of, you know, do head to head, figure out which one is the best overall as far as what I'm looking for. Alright, so to do this ballistic gel block, you're gonna need this is a Walmart brand unflavored gelatin. The own brand is Knox. I decided to go with the Great Value just because it's cheaper. And you're gonna use a lot of this, so it's better to be conservative. All right, there are 32 packets, and each packet is 1/4 ounce. All right, the mixture ratio you're gonna go with. You want to do basically 1 ounce per cup of water. So you're gonna do 4 packets. 4 packets for every 1 cup of water. Alright, I went ahead and I pre-measured my water for the container that I have, and then I pre-measured the packets. I went ahead and opened up all of them. For the water, I have let's see, 12 cups of water. If 12 cups of water, I have 48 packets of the unflavored gelatin. Alright, and I went ahead and opened up, and that's all of it right there. Alright, they also sell the gelatin in gallons or pound containers that you can buy. Alright, so my coffee cups are 1 cup each, so I use 12 of those and I have 48 packs of that. Alright, basically all you're going to do is follow the instructions on the packet. Some people make these things and use hot water, but the instructions clearly state cold water. So use cold water and you won't have to worry about the mixture clumping up, or about clumps. Clumps is, you don't want clumps, obviously. Alright, so it's all said and done. This has been my ballistic gel block. And this is, I mean, I paid 84 cents for this container, and it's 14 inches by 8 inches wide. So 8 inches wide, 14 inches deep. I'm going to start just mixing the water and add the gelatin. Now, I know some people that use hot water like cringing because you're supposed to mix it slow. But with hot water, you have to mix it slow to get it mixed. But it's supposed to be made with cold water, and you can see I just dumped that right in there. It's mixing right on up. Not worry about any bubbles, any foam, no clumps. It's all getting mixed up real well. Alright, so after you got it blended up, that's the consistency of like applesauce, like I said. Now you're gonna throw these in the refrigerator and let them chill for 2 hours. And I'll make sure the video camera is in the refrigerator so you guys can watch it for a full 2 hours. I'm just kidding. I'm not gonna watch it for 2 hours. I'm gonna cut the video, I'll be back, and when I come back after 2 hours, this will be gelatized. But it won't be full. It won't be fully ready. It'll be gelatized. But what we're gonna do is turn it from the gelatin into a liquid, and then we're going to cook it. After it cooks, then we're going to turn it back into gelatin, and then it'll be ready. So, alright you guys, we're back, and we've allowed time. These have set up and solidified, and basically it's like any other, it's like Jello, basically, homemade Jello. Except it's really thick. But as you can see, that's like cloudy, kind of chunky. It's not ready yet. because it's not cooked. All right, remember we use cold water, so it's not to the point where we want it. So what we're gonna do now is we're gonna remove this from the bowls that they're in, and we're gonna put them in the pot that we'll use for cooking, and then we're gonna bring this to a liquid state. Alright guys, now we're taking that hot water in the sink, just straight out of the tap, straight out of the faucet. And these chunks we're gonna put in here, this pot, and it's gonna melt down. It's sticky and nasty. At this point it's sticky and nasty, but later on it's gonna turn from a jelly to like a solid gel. Once we cook it, let it set up all the way, and then put it in the refrigerator overnight, 12 to 48 hours. Alright, here's the thing. When it comes to cooking, you want to get this, like I said, to liquid state, and then you want to raise the temperature to 130 degrees Fahrenheit. Okay? 130 degrees Fahrenheit is the temperature you want to get this, get the liquid raised to. So, at this point, which getting all of that solidified gel into the pot that we're going to use. And the water, I have boiling water, and the rest is just straight out of the tap. It's going to kind of at least get the bottom heated up to where it's a liquid, so that way whenever you put it on the fire or on the stove, it doesn't burn. It actually have a liquid to absorb the heat and heat up. All right. Now, if your sink gets hot enough, if you get to 100, you can get to 130 degrees just in the sink, then that's fine. I used up all my hot water already, so it's gonna take a while for it to refill. So to save time, I'm just gonna go ahead and throw it on the stove top. All right, as you guys can see, that's quickly turning back into liquid. So I'm just gonna stir it until it gets all the way liquefied. Once it gets liquefied, this is what it looks like. All right, it's poured to my mold. This is the second one that I'm making. Next, you're gonna let this sit out for, well, I'll say about 2 hours. Let it get room temperature solid. It'll solidify, but you want to throw it in the refrigerator afterwards and let it run, or let it sit in the refrigerator for at least 12 hours. Alright you guys, it's been the next morning. Both my blocks are pretty solid. As you can see, this one turned out a little bit better because it didn't have as much foam. It had no foam really. This one did have a little foam, but that's no big deal because it's going to be on the bottom. So basically, once they come out, I'm going to kind of give it a little fry, separate it from the frying a little bit. Whenever you go to pour, use just some kind of cooking oil. You know, no matter what brand it is, a little cooking spray on the inside of the container. It's best if you use a plastic container because it doesn't stick hardly at all, and then spraying and cooking spray, it pops right out. So spray layer of cooking spray, nothing too thick, and that way it'll separate a lot easier. So what you end up with is boom, and right there. All right, you have yourself a nice ballistic gel block. Let me see. I don't know, 5 to 6 inches thick. That's thick enough for me to shoot. I just have to be pretty precise with my shots. Which you always want to be precise with shots. So if you're shooting at an animal's vitals, that's thick enough to where it will simulate the chest cavity, or tall enough, I guess. So anyway, that's that. We're going to put these back in the refrigerator, and they're going to sit until tomorrow. Tomorrow is when we're going to do our testing on it. So he's going to go back in, and I'm about to head outside now. I'm going to sight in my scope. I'll tell you guys about that on the next video. I upgraded the scope on my rifle, and then the one that came on my rifle, the 3x9x40, I put on my crossbow. So I upgraded the crossbow from a red dot to a sniper style scope, which gave me a free sniper scope to use for my crossbow. So that's the next video coming up. Next part of the crossbow mini series is going to be sighting in that scope, and then it's going to be moving on to testing these ballistics blocks. So look forward to that video, you guys. Alright, you guys, so that covered how to make the ballistic gel block. Next episode, we're going to get this scope sighted in. I went ahead and I actually bought a bigger scope for my rifle. So I took the scope that came on the rifle, which is a 3x9x40, put it on the crossbow and upgraded it. So we're going to sight in the crossbow, and then heck, we're ready to shoot some gel blocks. So next 2 episodes coming up will be sighting in that scope, and then it'll be actually shooting those gel blocks that we just made. So thank you for watching, thank you for tuning in. I'll do a few recaps. Make sure you guys use 4 packs for every 1 cup of water. Make sure you stir and all of the powder is dissolved. Make sure you use cold water. Whenever you're melting the gel back into liquid, be sure to use low heat and stir occasionally, because if not, it's going to burn. And the way you know it's burning is if you start to see flakes float to the top. The flakes are basically burnt gelatin. So make sure you guys use low heat, and just be patient with it. It's gonna take a while, so be patient. That's about it. That's pretty straightforward as far as how to make those things. So thank y'all for watching. There's more to come. ED Outdoors. EDO out.